Hey everybody, this is Tammy at All About Living, and today we are going to make ham and broccoli soup. Down and dirty, 20 minutes, very few ingredients, done dinner. And then as a side, I'm going to show you how to make homemade croutons. You're going to need some ham. You're going to need a couple of packs of broccoli, or one big one, but this is, usually Randy and I only use one, but since this is soup and I like it with lots of veggies in it, we're just going to do 2. Salt and pepper, a can of chicken broth, and 4 cups of milk, and just a tad of olive oil, just a tad for the bottom of the pan, and a little bit of butter. That's it. Then for the croutons, you're going to need the olive oil, the butter, and some old bread. That's it for that. Let's get started. We're going to get this lit. We're going to put it on high. We're going to put that pot on it. We're going to let the pot get hot. And then we're going to start loading it. Okay, we're going to put just a little bit of olive oil in here, just enough. But what I want to do is I'm not going to use this whole pack of ham. I don't feel like it needs it. So we're probably going to put like, I don't know, a half a pound. But this is water added ham. And I want some of that water out. It just makes the ham tastes better, I think. So, whoops. That's all I want to do. Is just brown that up, just a little bit. Okay, we're going to be browning up here. See how much water is already in the bottom of that? That just drives me nuts. This shouldn't take more than, 3-4 minutes. Just let some of that water cook out. Alright, now we're going to get this chicken broth in here. We're going to get our broccoli in here. Now we're just going to let that come to a boil so we can get that broccoli right at crisp tender. Now this was frozen broccoli. If you have fresh broccoli, that's fine. It'll take you a little bit longer to get it to that crisp tender. But it'll absolutely work and probably taste better than frozen. Well, no, frozen broccoli is pretty good. I'm not going to knock frozen broccoli. But anyway, we're going to bring that to a boil. And my broccoli is getting there. Okay, now we're going to put 3 to 3.5 cups of milk in here. And I really don't think it matters what kind of milk. You can be 1%, whole milk, 2%, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and go for that half. Okay, we're going to bring our salt over here. And salt's all relative. It depends on how much you like. I'm going to put probably roughly 1/4 teaspoon in there. We'll start with that. And then we're going to run this pepper around. Now this is just ground peppercorn. You could make it really pretty and use white pepper where you couldn't see the pepper in there if you wanted to. And there we have it. That's about all I'm going to do. Now we're going to let that come up to a boil, just to a boil. You're going to let it come up to the boil, and then you're going to turn it down and let it simmer, and then we'll make our croutons. Okay, for these croutons, all you need is some stale bread. Okay, I forgot that this was in the back of the fridge, and I honestly didn't see it. It's about hard as a rock. Okay, so the only thing it's going to be good for is croutons, but it'll make really good croutons. So let's get started. All right, we've got that eye as high up as it's going to go. Now I'm going to put this pan on it, and I'm going to let that pan get good and hot, and then I'll show you what to do. Okay, we're boiling. So now we're turning it down to a medium low. And we're just going to let it sit there, cook that broccoli, and thicken up. Okay, we're going to put the lid on it, and we're just going to let it simmer. Okay, now check my frying pan. It's good and hot. We're going to put some olive oil in here. We're going to put this butter in here. Oops. That's about a half a cup of butter, and that's really, you know what, let's take that out. We only need about a fourth of a cup of butter. We're going to take that out. Because what we're going to do now, we're just going to cut it in little squares. Just like the size of a crouton, little squares. And we're going to drop them right on in there. Right on in there. Let's get some more. Cut this up some more. Okay, and we'll drop the rest of them in there. And we're just going to start, we're just going to start rolling them around. Alright, and you got to keep stirring them around because that's on high. That heat is on high. So what you want to do is just keep moving it. And while this is hot, if you want, you could add Italian, you could add anything, any kind of spices you want. The only thing I'm going to put on here is a little salt. I am going to put a little salt in there. Now that butter does have salt, so I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to put that little bit of salt in there, and I'm going to keep right on stirring. Alright, we're just going to keep rolling that. Whoops, roll some right on off in the floor, but that's okay, I'll pick it up. Alright. You just want to keep going until it's toasted, till all your little pieces are toasted. Okay, now we're going to go in here and check. Okay, so I'm going to add a fourth of a stick of butter. And we're just going to stir that up. Put that lid back on it. And get back over here and work on my croutons before I burn them. Okay, now you can see they're all getting really nice and pretty and brown. They're you know, soft. Now I'm going to turn that off. But I'm still going to keep stirring because that pan is still hot. It'll keep browning and it'll keep drying as it goes. But there you have it. Croutons in the making. Okay, we're going to go in here. And we're going to stir it. Okay. So we're going to plate this up. Show you what to do. Okay, we're going to get this plated up. Just like that. Nice big bowl. Alright, then what we're going to do is come over here. good handful of cheddar cheese, which will thicken the soup up too, by the way. And then, if you like croutons, go ahead and drop them on, as many or as little as you like. There you go. Get a spoon in there, and dinner is done. Okay, if you guys found any value in what we did tonight, come on back and see us. I'm sure I'll be cooking something else. Y'all have a great night. Bye.